Everyone, welcome you all to today's topic, that is paragraph writing. So we already read about letter writing, email writing, right? And today we will read about paragraph writing. How to write a paragraph. First of all, what comes to your mind, my dear student? What do you understand by paragraph? Is it a combination of few sentences, right? Yes. So you can see here one paragraph here. The topic is value of mobile phones. You can see there are some sentences. Can you count it? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8-line sentences, right? So it consists of one paragraph, we can say. So here we need to keep in mind certain points in order to frame a paragraph. How can we write a beautiful paragraph if a topic is given to us? So you can see page number 231, paragraph writing. Here at the beginning you can see the definition is a paragraph is a group of sentences related to one another on a particular topic. So what is that? That means a topic is given to you and you need to frame sentences out of it, and it should be in a systematic order, arranged in a systematic sequence order, and every sentence should be about the main topic. You cannot write about ice cream and you will talk about chapatis, right? So you need to, if the topic is ice cream, you need to write about ice cream rather than writing about chapati, right? So I hope you understood what exactly I mean to say. And the second paragraph, you can see here that the paragraph deals with one central theme and all the ideas expressed in the paragraph bear on the same theme. So there will be a central theme. That means there will be one topic and you need to talk about that particular topic. You cannot divert yourself from one topic to the other. And the third point is every sentence should naturally follow the preceding one and automatically lead to the next sentence. So every sentence should be interconnected. First you need to write the introduction, then you need to write the body, and then conclusion. So these three parts should be interconnected to each other. You cannot write the conclusion first, then come to the introduction, and then you need to write body. No, it's not the way of writing a paragraph. So every sentences should be united to one another and it should be systematic order, right? So this is all about paragraph writing, and you can see here many examples are there. Value of mobile phone, how to be healthy and fit. So there will be a topic given to you and you need to write few sentences, and that particular sentences as a group is called as paragraph. So I hope you understood what exactly should be kept in mind in order to frame a good paragraph. It should be systematic order. The sentences should be on that central idea. It should be interconnected, systematically arranged, to the point. You should not divert from the main topic, right? So this is all about paragraph writing, my dear student. Just read it for your own self-study. Just check what are the examples of these different kinds of paragraph. There are many topics here in your book. You can see 231, 232. There are a lot of paragraph, but I'll give you some points. I'll share you one chart here. You need to write it down, that particular points in your copy. So this is all about paragraph writing. Let us move to the next topic. Move to the next topic, that is what? Story writing. Have you ever come across such kind of pictures where there will be pictures and you need to see it properly? You need to define each box and elaborate your story. So don't you think here, if I talk about, if someone will give me such kind of frame or picture, then I'll tell that there were two friends walking in the jungle, right? You can see in the picture number 1. Picture number 2, while walking, I'll say that they came across a bear, a wild animal which is very, very fearful, right? So in the third image, we will say that after looking the bear, we felt very scared. We run here and there, and one of my friend slept there on the road. And as we know, if we stop our breathing movement, then the bear will consider you to be dead and the bear will leave you. And see the other friend, in order to save the life, he just climbed the tree. leaving behind the friend lying on the road alone. But the last image talks that the friend who is on the branches, he is also saved, and the one who is lying on the road is also considered to be dead, and the bear left the place after smelling, we can say, after touching the body. So in this way we can frame a story of many sentences very easily. I hope this is also very clear to you. So story writing is nothing but there will be certain pictures like this. You need to define it, you need to frame sentences out of it, and you need to complete the story. So again, we can come back to the definition. Here it's written that the writing of the stories is delightful form of composition. My dear student, composition is nothing but to write something is called composition. Okay, it's like paragraph, or it's like with the beautiful line we just compose something. Like song is being composed by many singers, right? So similarly, if we come across such kind of stories, we compose stories. So here it's written that the writing of stories is delightful form of composition. Who does not love to read a story? Yes or no? And hear it. So our grandparents also tell us the lullaby, right? The bedtime stories. So who doesn't love? Everyone love to hear such kind of stories. So the narration of stories fall under 4 stages. So what are the 4 stages that the story falls on? The first one is beginning, then exposition, then climax, and then the ending. You can see here I have written here 4 steps. That is beginning, exposition, and the last one is ending. So you need to begin, you need to write the body of it, then you need to give climax, and then you need to sum up your idea, that is ending. So in this way, the student, you need to read this, my dear kids. Just go through it, just for your self study. You can read it out. Here you can see it's written in stepwise. Picture 1 says that 2 friends were going on a journey. They passed through a thick forest. Then second one is suddenly a bear came there. Both of them were frightened to see. And picture number 3 says that one of the friend hurriedly climbed up the nearby tree, leaving his friend there. And picture 4 says that the other friend did not know how to climb a tree, so he lay down on the ground and held his breath. So the bear took him for dead and left. So this is all about story writing, my dear kids. I'll upload one more points how to write story writing. So you need to write that particular points in your grammar notebook. So I hope this topic is also clear to you. Let us move to the next topic. Move to the next page, that is 246 article. My dear student, don't get confused because these chapters are very short, so I'm taking it together, right? You just need to write all the points, important points, by giving the main topic heading, and you need to write the points in your notebook. That's it. And for your self studies, you can go through the examples, you can go through the passages what it has given in the book. Okay, so no need to write all this messages in your book. You just need to write the points. So the last topic is article. Article, what does it mean? Have you ever come across your school magazine where you are being said that write an article and give it for your school magazines, right? I hope many of have done. And we, the teachers, sometimes we used to say that, okay, beta, you just go through it. And if you want to give your poem, or you can say anything you want to share in the article, school article, then on so and so date, please write it something, write on a particular topic which you love to share and give it to us. We will publish it in our article or school magazine. Similarly, what is this article? Today we'll read what exactly this article is. It's somewhat like an essay, we can say. It's somewhat like a topic given to write passage. So these are all interrelated, my dear student. So article, here you can see the first line is, an article is a formal piece of composition on a topic. Formal means, what do you understand by informal? Informal, as we have already read in letter. So it will be in a respected manner. You cannot write rubbish thing, right? So here article means it's a formal piece of composition on a topic, and the topic is often of general interest such as price, rise, corruption, air pollution, etc. So you can see here some guidelines are being given here. You can write these guidelines in your copy. Just give the heading like article, write the definition, and then this point. So first point is think about the topic. If the topic is given, do you ever spare some time on thinking about that particular topic? Yes, we do. We do not rush like okay, I have given a topic, let me write something. No, we need to think twice. We need to think carefully that whether our topic, what we are getting, are we getting all the information about that particular topic? So similarly here the guidelines is think about the topic before you write. And the second one is make an outline of the article with different ideas. If you are getting a lot of ideas, arrange it first. Introduce the topic briefly. So kindly introduce the topic briefly, then only you write the sentences. Then develop each point into a paragraph. Then elaborate that particular point into paragraph. And the last one is use simple and grammatically correct language. You cannot write here and there, right? You cannot write instead of present tense, you will write in past tense or future tense. No. There should be no grammatical error. There should be grammatically correct language. So this is the format you can see. The title, heading, that is brief and eye-catching. It should be attractive. In introduction you need to write like explain the topic, draw the attention of the reader. Exposition means spell out various aspects of topic like demerits, merits, causes, effects. This is all called exposition. And conclusion, you need to conclude with a message, a suggestion, or a hope. It can be air pollution, for example, title, right? Introduction, explain the topic. You need to elaborate the topic, air pollution. Then in such a way that the reader will be attracted towards your line, right? Exposition is like what is the advantages of this air pollution, what is the causes, effect. And conclusion, you need to give a slogan or a hope or a warning that don't waste, don't throw here and there. This means be careful, don't use too much of vehicles, right? Use CNG gas, so there won't be any air pollution. Use chimneys, don't burn out garbages here and there and pollute the air. So this is all a slogan or a suggestion or a warning or hope. So I hope this topic is as well clear to you all. So it's my humble request, my dear student, whatever 3 topic I have told you, just write it down in your notebook. Only and only the points, the guidelines. What if it is there in your book, the guidelines, then write it down, and the rest of the 2 topic I'll be uploading here in this video. Just write it down, take the screenshot and write it down in your notebook. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you all.